Spider-Man Homecoming casting secrets revealed on today's Nerdist News. Yesterday, we blew your minds with a speculative Game of Thrones Season 7 update based on a vague casting call. Today, we're mixing things up with a speculative Spider-Man Homecoming update based on a pretty specific call sheet leaked by an anonymous but allegedly reliable Reddit source. Really?
Yes, that's legit.
Let's do this then. So, first things first, we've got a third villain confirmed, y'all. We knew that Michael Keaton would be playing the Vulture and that Michael Chernus is presumed Vulture suit architect the Tinkerer, but now we've got a third baddie in the wings. Get it, wings? Because vultures? Good. You got it because Mike wrote that joke.
I didn't write that joke.
Anyway, Bokeem Woodbine, the reliably awesome Fargo star, is listed as Herman Schultz, aka the Shocker, the classic Spidey villain with a doofy suit and a pair of vibro shock gauntlets. While we'd guessed the Tinkerer, whom we've heard is a disgruntled former Stark Industries employee, will build Shocker's suit as well, we have to wonder, how major will this third baddie be? I mean, Shocker has almost always been small potatoes in the comics, so we have to imagine he'll be a glorified cameo at best, establishing where Spidey is in his crime-fighting career. We just don't want to see old Webhead weighed down yet again by an overload of bad guys, because do you remember how that went in Spider-Man 3, or even worse, Amazing Spider-Man 2? I still wake up in the middle of the night haunted by Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin. No. Just no. Dan, do you get haunted by him?
I love Dane DeHaan.
Okay, anyway, moving on. Anyway, Peter Parker's got more important things going on, like high school, you guys, and more specifically, high school girls. See, we know the new Spidey films will focus as much on the web-slinger's high school drama as they will his heroic hijinks, and in no way is that more evident than the number of future love interests we'll see in this flick. We already knew that Laura Harrier will be playing Peter's first comic book crush, Liz Allen, and now we know that another flame, Pete's Daily Bugle co-worker, Betty Brant, will be played by Nice Guys breakout star Angourie Rice. Will the Daily Bugle appear in Homecoming, or is Betty aged down to a mere classmate in this continuity? Jury is still out, but we're betting on the latter. But what about Zendaya's leading lady role, Michelle? That is what they've got her down on this call sheet. But yesterday, The Wrap reported that the former Disney Channel star is secretly playing our new Mary Jane Watson. So, what gives? Well, in the footage that Marvel screened at Comic-Con this year, Zendaya's Michelle was far from the cheery, supermodel-y Mary Jane of the comics. She was kind of unkempt and a bit of a dick. But that doesn't necessarily mean she isn't teeing up to be the MCU's more modern take on the love of Peter Parker's life. So here's what we're thinking. What if Zendaya really is playing a young woman named Michelle in this flick, a sort of proto-Mary Jane who just hasn't yet taken on her eventual nickname, MJ? Since Marvel plans on Harry Pottering this series with each new Spidey flick taking him forward a year in high school, we'll watch Michelle grow from a sarcastic girl with a chip on her shoulder to today, Junior! Shoulder, who hates Peter Parker, to an aspiring actress who falls in love with the last guy she's expected to be with. It's the same Mary Jane that we know and love, but a modern, more realistic take. And we're pretty into it, but the only question is, will this info be hinted at in Homecoming, or is this more of a long game? Was Marvel hoping to keep Zendaya's true identity secret until some kind of reveal near the end of the flick, or even a movie or two down the line? Either way, we are stoked to see where Marvel takes her. But what do you guys think? Do you love Zendaya as our new Mary Jane? Do you think Spider-Man Homecoming's already got villain overload? Let's discuss. And hey, if you want to join our big Nerdist News after show discussion live, get over to twitch.tv/Nerdist at 3 p.m. Pacific time next Monday. Come on over, join us in the chat. It's super fun and super cool, and you guys would be fun and cool if you were there. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and don't forget to keep checking Nerdist.com for all your Nerdist news. And then come hang out with the cool kids next week. So cool, so cool. We wear pink on Wednesday.